Next one, compounds. Here I have selected 3 to 5. 3 to 5 means basing upon their valency. Semiconductors have tetravalency. So they have 4 valence electrons. But if you want to combine them in the form of compound, 2 elements are included. That means their valence electrons must be, each element has 4, 4 plus 4, 8. 8 means we may combine 2 4 groups, or 1 third group and 1 fifth group, or 1 second group and 1 sixth group. These are the possible combinations. Second one is compound, and next one is we can also combine in the form of alloys. Alloys means more than 2 compounds. Next one is, I have said about semiconductors groups basing upon their valency. Valency means number of electrons present in outermost shells. These are about the denotions, what I am saying, that outermost shells. And next one is electrons are of 3 types. Electrons negative charge carriers, valence electrons present at outermost shell, and electron escaped from covalent bonding is said to be the free electron. Here we have taken the group as basing upon their valency only. And the next one is semiconductor valency groups. I have taken only 3 to 5 combinations, so they are said to be third group elements and fifth group elements, and nitrogen is taken as common element among these compounds. And next one is all 3 to 5 valency groups. These are nitrides, arsenides, antimonides and phosphides. In this group I have selected nitrides. And next one is 3 to 5 nitride compounds. Here first row indicates compounds and next row indicates alloys. Here I have work is mainly on alloys. First compound is, this is the formula for aluminum gallium nitride. The element which denotes the suffix X is the dopant element, and suppose if we are increasing the dopant concentration, then what about the change in its properties is studied. And next one is, all these are nitride compounds. Aluminum nitride, gallium nitride, indium nitride. 1/3 group and 1/5 group element combinations. And next one is, most important property in semiconductors is energy gap. Energy gap means, if you consider about semiconductors, next one is nitride's direct energy gap. Energy gap are of 4 types: narrow, wide, direct easy, and also the indirect easy. Next one is direct easy. Direct easy means both valence and conduction bands are on the same line. Suppose if any semiconductor material has direct energy gap, they act as perfect light emitters. That means they act as best optical elements. Next one is spectrum. Ordinary elemental semiconductors emit light in form of visible light only. But if we convert them in the form of compounds and alloys, they emit light in UV spectrum and also in the infrared spectrum also. Next one is fabrication. This is one of the most important method that is called as MOCVD, metal organic chemical vapor deposition technique. With the help of this we can prepare very high efficient materials which are useful in electronic and also in the optoelectronic devices. And this is the picture of thin films which are fabricated with the help of this metal organic chemical vapor deposition techniques. Next one is properties. So the fabricated material has 2 properties. One is electrical and next one is optical. Electrical properties includes energy gap and mobility. Optical properties includes refractive index, absorption coefficient and optical polarizability. And next one is energy gap mostly. If the energy gap is narrow, it will be useful for electrical.
If you have got any results from any one of the samples, you please show them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Energy gap. Energy gap. So easy one to denotes nitrates, and this is the combination of 2 binary alloys, easy 1 and easy 2. Here X denotes the dopant concentration, what is to be added. These are the 5 methods. Here first easy 1 2 is for ternary. Ternary means 3 elements are in the form of ternary alloy. This is formed by combining 2 binary compounds. Easy 1 represents first binary compound energy gap, easy 2 represents second binary energy gap, and X is the dopant concentrations. And I have taken one element, that is representation aluminum gallium nitride. Here nitride is common element, aluminum and gallium are the replacing elements. Aluminum is the dopant, and I am replacing gallium in place of aluminum. I have taken concentrations 0, 25, 50, 75 and 100 percentages. So what happens if the aluminum concentration is increasing? Energy gap has been increased from 1.768 electron volts to 4.027 electron volts. That means energy gap has been increased. It comes under wide energy gap. So if energy gap is more than 2 electron volts, then it is said to be the wide energy gap. So 5 methods represented exactly with the experimental literature values. That is same. Next one is devices where we use these nitride materials, electronic, optical and also optoelectronic. Most important is optoelectronic devices. In future we have constant source of solar energy which uses photovoltaic cells. In that nitride semiconductor materials are most important. And thank you for giving me this great opportunity.